Norgie. I know you. What are you doing? Crime. Mommy approves. Hi there, Internet. And welcome back to my no longer biannual YouTube channel. Because apparently I've been on the weirdest creative spree known to man. Little Miss Nudgy here also says hello, but she is not the star of our video today. But she's here because she was being very cute and wanted to be part of the recording. But now I think she would like to go down. Is that true? You would like to go away? Let's see what happens if I... Oh, there she goes. Alrighty, friends. So for my last video, I did an entire face of makeup using only my lipsticks. And that was really fun. Yes, my skin is still kind of screaming. Regardless, it was brought to my attention by one of my friends that they were very disappointed that I went with a traditional makeup look. So I was thinking, because I hated the texture of the lipstick so much, and I've already done it now, I would go ahead and try the same sort of idea, but instead of doing a full face of lipstick, we're gonna do a full face of eyeshadow. Much like with my lipsticks, I have entirely too much eyeshadow. We are gonna start with some foundation, and because finally we have some light colors, we're gonna use a light foundation. I think I'm gonna go for like as close to white as I can, because I think that would be very funny looking. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this shiny color right here for my base foundation so that we have some room to work with in highlighting, but it's also gonna lean pretty light already. This is not covering up a whole lot, but to be fully honest, I wasn't really expecting it to, because it's eyeshadow. It's like a powder. It's not a cream used for specifically covering things up. It's just sort of an accent. Already, I am the shiniest, and I kind of love it. I kind of don't dislike this in any way, shape, or form. Like, definitely not your average, day-to-day look, but certainly fun as all hell. Since we are using eyeshadow today, I think I am actually gonna blend it further down than I did in my other video. Because this time, I don't have to worry about, wiping it all down and praying to the skin gods that it won't feel like lip gloss for the next 17 years. Oh yeah, just put makeup on the back of your neck, Kate. That makes total sense. I'm a silly creature. My makeup brush smells nice. Real quick, I think I'm gonna throw on a little bit more of this lighter pink matte stuff just to see if it provides a little bit better of a coverage on my face overall. It's doing a little bit. So I'm just gonna fill the rest of that out real quick. Bobby, are we crying? Are we crying real human tears? Such sad. So my dog's name is actually Nudge, but I like to nickname things with about 8,000 nicknames. And, Nugget, Norget, Snorget, that all kind of makes sense. That all is based off of her name. But somehow I started calling her Bobby. I think it comes from like baby and then kind of using silly voices. And so, baby, it's Bobby. But now I just call her Bobby in like a normal tone of voice, and it's very confusing because that's a name. That's a human-ass name and is nowhere close to Nudge. So if you were confused as to why I was constantly referring to my dog by the name Bobby, it's just a silly nickname, and I think that's gonna be pretty good for our base layer. Got a little bit more of that total coverage in, but we still have plenty of that sparkle coming through. So now we are gonna move on to highlight and contour. John Cena! So for my contour, I think we're gonna start this off strong and go for a nice teal color. Maybe we'll blend in some purples. I'll see how I feel. That's already not dark enough, so we're gonna just go for full blue. I like bright colors, what can I say? Don't judge me. It's gonna be harder to blend, isn't it? Now I think everyone will believe me when I say I have more experience in stage makeup than I do in day-to-day makeup, which would explain all of my really intense lines and bright colors. Because when you're on stage, you're getting washed out with all sorts of, really bright, expensive, high-tech lights. So you need to make sure that, you still look like you have a face instead of just looking like a weird, formless blob ghost person. But when you're doing like close-up things, like I'm doing right now, it can look kind of wild because it wasn't made to be seen from like 4 inches away or however far apart we are right now. Like maybe a foot? No. My camera's pretty close. I remember early on in our friendship, I went over to a friend's house and I was wearing, some light contour, I thought. And my friend looks at me and goes, "Kate, I think you have some dirt on your face." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's really dark, like right there." I looked in the mirror and I went, "Oh, my contour?" And he was like, "Oh." Also, that's kind of my fault, because if you walk in and someone legitimately thinks your makeup is a powdery dirt mess on your face, they're not technically wrong. Got a contour near my chin, because my chin has a potato shape. Listen, that's one of the fun things about makeup, is no matter what the shape of your face is naturally, you can trick the eye into thinking it looks different. Don't let, boys who don't do makeup watch makeup tutorials, because they'll get very afraid. They'll know our secrets. We're shapeshifters. Just, takes about 2 hours. Time for the nose. Nose goes. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is everywhere where the contour belongs. So now we get to move on to the highlights. I really like almost the holographic look this is giving. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but with like the sparkles and the blue, this is giving me some like CD-ROM vibes. Yeah. Into my hair. Into my hair. Into my face, but not for long. The shape is weird, the color's wrong. All right, time for my favorite time, always and forever, which is blendies. Again, is blending really blending 2 colors, or is it just putting the color that's already on your face into the brush? I'm sorry, blush, for the things I am doing to you. I'm not gonna stop, but I'm still very sorry. If you ever turn this color naturally, please see a doctor. You're dying. We are gonna go ahead and move on now to the blush. And I already planned from the beginning that I wanted my blusher to be bright green. Oh yeah, look at those sexy greens. I don't even care which one of you gets in there. Tint those cheekbones, tint those cheekbones. And beep, beep, beep. Oh, what should we do next? How about, I think some eyeshadow would be pretty good. Yay! Oh, it's so nice to do eyeshadow with real eyeshadow. For anybody who's wondering where I get my makeup supply, it's all from Walgreens! All right, I think we are gonna go real hard and add in some of this. This is the glitteriest shit known to man. Okay, I'm also gonna go through with this stuff because it looks so pretty. I think it is technically an eyeshadow, I believe, or intended for use as an eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna throw that on my cheekies because I have found, even in general, it looks so cool. Perfect. I am honestly not regretting buying these tiny, shitty sponges. They're very useful for things I need to not care about a sponge for, but seriously need done. So, good purchase. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. I didn't get quite as strong of an effect as I was hoping for on the eyebrows, but that's pretty good. I mean, it didn't fuck up horribly, so I'm okay with this. For the eyeliner, I actually learned this technique. I don't remember where, but I learned it, and that is if you wet a small fine brush and you get a black color, basically the same as having an eyeliner in a pinch. And because we did it for the lipstick video, we're gonna go ahead and do some waterlining in this one too. I am one of those lucky people who can basically touch their eyeball and not have a problem. I don't wear contacts or anything, so I don't know where I picked up that particular skill, but I'm not gonna complain. It's dope. I love it when the waterline gets blinked down over like where your pupil is and everything gets real blurry and weird. Final step before last little touch-ups is, of course, my beautiful lips. Now the real question is, what color do we want to do? I'm gonna make my lips green like my blush. I'm pretending I'm founding this on any sort of logic, but really I'm not. It's funny to me that I'm doing this with eyeshadow because I actually do own a green lipstick. And like, why wouldn't I just use that? Oh right, because I put weird arbitrary restrictions on myself for fun. Good to know that, Shigo from Kim Possible could find color matching lipstick if she needed. I just licked my lips and had the weirdest experience on my tongue. It was like licking dust. Glad to know that in the eyeshadow only video, we also get to have some moments of terrible texture. Ooh, sexy. You know what they say, commit to the bit. All right, so that, I think, completes the look. Have fun, internet. Bye-bye!